Hello and welcome. This video is brought to you by the StreamingAdvisor.com. Tailor your entertainment with streaming. We're going to look at a cool new feature that Roku has built into the Roku Channel. Roku, of course, is a platform that has tons and tons and tons of apps with, thousands upon thousands of different choices for shows and movies to watch. But one thing that it doesn't do well is make it easy to keep up with everything that's available on its platform. And it looks like they are working at a way to begin to change that problem. You see, we have 102 channels here. There are 102 apps. Some of them probably don't even work anymore. But regardless, we have a lot of different streaming options on here. And of course, when you want to watch something, sometimes it's like you got to go in and out of tons of different apps to find what you want to watch. But within the Roku channel, Roku is starting to come up with a way to do something different. You see that save list? That's a new feature built into the Roku channel that makes it easy to put things all together so that you can go to one starting point and start checking out what you want to see. In the new this month, for instance, there's a whole number of shows, including Downton Abbey here. Downton Abbey, if you remember, took off with Netflix. It was a PBS show, but it hit Netflix, and all of a sudden people discovered it. And we're going to go ahead and add that to a saved list. What else is on new this month that might be interesting? We'll add this, Sons of Liberty. I'm sure it's completely historically accurate, as, most cable shows about history things are, right? We'll keep on bouncing. More historical drama. We'll add the Three Musketeers, or actually it's just the Musketeers. They're not limiting themselves. Maybe at some point they'll expand to like the 24 Musketeers. See, the thing about this is there's more to the Roku channel than just exclusive shows to the Roku channel. What you have here is a whole marketplace of apps ranging from your, blockbuster movie types to genre-specific types. And when you dive in to see all of the subscriptions, which you do by just tapping left, it gives you a feel for the scope of what is available. That row is just things that have 30-day previews. But as you go through this featured list, you see a number of different shows that are all part of different services. For instance, this show, Force, is a Starz show. This show here, Father Brown, is BritBox. Now, I don't have all of these apps right now, but the thing is if you do, you're going to be able to keep up with everything you want to watch via this universal app list. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't allow you to add apps and shows that are not available to the Roku channel. As well, if you sign up for something like Epix without signing up to the Roku channel and then come in here, it's not going to acknowledge that you've already got Epix and go through that platform when you launch. What this is, it's a way to try to encourage people to use Roku as its billing agent in order to sign up for premium services. Is everybody in here? No. Oh, look at that. Notorious criminal Abraham Lincoln. Just kidding. But for some reason, Abraham Lincoln is included here in the crime section, right? But back to what I was saying. What you get from this is kind of an invitation to work more closely with Roku. Almost all of these services, if not every single one of them, are available where you can go and you can sign up on their website, sign up through other streaming devices, and so on. in order to get them. But what Roku wants you to do is go through the Roku channel, sign up for a service within the Roku channel using your registered credit card, your registered Roku email address. It's a way of Roku sort of working almost like the cable company used to. Or, for some folks, millions of you, still does. The thing about signing up through something like a Roku is there's a whole lot more streaming channels than there are just things like Showtime and Stars, which of course were more based out of the traditional TV lineup. You have a list here of the different sorts of things that are available. That way you can look in and you can see, what is actually on a given app, so that you don't just have to sign up for it hoping that it's there. There's IFC Films Unlimited. This one looks like it might be interesting. There's a whole lot of people that I like, and oddly enough, if that isn't James Gandolfini listed there, sure looks like him. Maybe it's not. But this is going to be a cool feature, I think. So we're going to pull back out, try to get back out to the main Roku home screen. This is still the channels thing. Let's see, are we out? Yep, there it is. So there's a saved list. See, now you can jump in on the saved list, and shows and movies from multiple services are right there at the top. Now, I wish that this included things like Netflix and Hulu and a couple of the other big services. Unfortunately, it doesn't, and probably won't. Those services are kind of rife to include themselves within Netflix, and you'll even remember HBO made a point that when it launched HBO Max, it didn't want to be in the Roku channel kind of configuration, nor did it want to be associated with Amazon channels. But this is a good step in the right direction, and it also sort of continues this trend towards Roku using the Roku channel almost as its actual home screen, while the other home screen feels more like almost an app drawer. It's interesting. Roku did not used to work like that. But as Roku continues to build as an advertising platform and just looking for other revenue streams, getting that percentage of sign-up revenue through programs like the Roku channel and the app market there, you can expect to see this grow. Hopefully, it will be to us, the consumer's benefit. So far, Roku has tended to be consumer friendly. I hope you found this interesting. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please subscribe. Share this video with your friends. As always, I'm Ryan Downey, the Streaming Advisor. Stream on, my friends.